What's up, everybody? Doug Ahmedhin here, aka Gobblecock, bringing you a nice little thing. What ended up happening was a bunch of buddies said, happy birthday, and as a result, it kind of got me wondering. I was like, so I've just decided to bite the bullet. As you know, for those of you who don't know, I basically put a hold on all of my bridges because I was working on something big, and I'll just show off a very, very hardcore alpha'd out version of my overworld with this. I have been working on the Unreal 4 engine, and it is just amazing. I'm just gonna hit play. Right now, all of my fracture, you'll actually see a fracture. Boom. That was actually a timed explosion with radial force of 1,000, so like my fracture meshes just go all the way out there. Another thing you'll also want to note is the daytime-nighttime cycle as the sun is going down. The player has two fire modes. The first one, they're basically borrowing from the same projectile class. This is the regular fire, and alt fire is basically grenade launcher. As you saw there. Bam! The player abilities are pretty standard for first-person shooter. I gave him the ability to crouch. The player also has access to a flashlight, which I can toggle on and off. There you see it, hitting the F key. Another thing that the player can do, I just felt like doing it, is a teleport, which is that. You just hit Q, Q again, and Q a third time, just to teleport up. I'm going to teleport again. The thing is, though, I do have it on a 1-second cooldown. There aren't any sound effects, as this is a hardcore alpha. There are a couple things that piss me off that Epic had done. The first thing is that they kind of took out emissive lighting. You can fake this. I faked it by taking what portions I want lit up, and multiplying that by a constant one vector. It's really pushed up there. There's also video footage. Right there, that's camera feed. If I shoot in the camera's direction, which I think is over here, you'll see the projectile there. You saw it again. And I'm just gonna... Oh, sweet. I didn't think it would catch the flashlight. Yeah, it's catching the flashlight right now. And I'm just gonna fire the projectiles again. This, I'm just gonna flashlight again. As you can see, the sun's rising. I forget where it's rising from. If I hit this trigger, it's just going to trigger a crappy cutscene, like that. What else? Oh, yeah, like I said, there is no emissive lighting. You have to actually, like, bump that up. Alpha channels aren't working as well. Yes, I am well aware of the scaling issue. It's because the player controller is actually this massive-ass capsule. I'm going to try getting that worked right. The overworld, I'm basically doing a bunch of levels. There will be some level linkage as well. In fact, I think I will show you guys how to do that right now. I'm just gonna hit escape. Get a trigger box over here. Where are you? Trigger. Actually, you know what? Right click. Actor. Place actor. Box trigger. And I'm going to visible it. Gonna make sure it's visible. Yeah. Make sure you're visible. And now under level blueprints, open level blueprints. Add event. Collision. Begin overlap. Let's just click level. Open level. String name will be starter map. Okay. Compile. I think that's what it's called, starter map. I'm not too sure. I don't really mess around with it that often. And I'll just hit play again. Just go in here. Toggle the flashlight off. Where are you? I know I put it in front of this terrible looking liquor store. And it's not working. Let's find out why. It might be because I'll just move you here. You know what? Make that visible. Actually, no. I'll make that visible again. Let's scale. No, wait. Let's scale out on the X and on the Y. I might have spelled the level name wrong, though, just to be on the safe side. I'm going to find out in a little bit. Let me right-click. I think I can just play from here. Yeah, I can. Go and load. Are you loading, or are you just going to crash Unreal? I think I misspelled the name, or else, I don't know. Yeah, the performance is low. That's because of Unreal 4. That and with the amount of crap that I have open. Oh well. You know what? What the? Holy shit. It linked to my levels. But I am in... Oh, this isn't the... This is the starter I meant... Wrong template. Oh, God. This is the wrong... That was the wrong first-person template. Anyway. That and alpha channels for Unreal 4 don't work well. I am going to take a look at that cave example that I just downloaded, like, this morning, because you think, like, my water material, like, it's not just my water material that doesn't have any alpha. Like, all of Epic's materials, all of Epic's water materials don't have any alpha. There is a way to get around with the glass glass material. I know Metal Game Studios actually did do something with that, and I intend to actually, like, follow that along and just take care of that as well. But yeah, this is the overworld. There's going to be a bunch of quests. I'm going to get as many 3D models as I can, because I'm going to replace the player skeleton, as well as have a bunch of NPCs that will just animate and do stupid things, and trigger more cutscenes, etc. But this is the overworld right now. I'm going to try getting monthly builds out, but don't hold your breath on that, because I don't know if I want to try something like that. This is a placeholder. This is just a placeholder. I'm going to get a subway going along because, like, your main objective is to escape the city via subway, but can't because you're wanted for a crime you didn't commit. And here's basically where the subway is going to be. I'm going to rework the terrain park version area thing. And that should be it. Oh, yeah, it's also important to note, like, some of the other things. There are things that I love about Unreal, though. This does not have a specular map at all. This is just all 100%. I'll show you what I mean. There is no specularity in here. There is just, you know, this. I multiplied, I got, like, more metallic and roughness to get a shiny, reflective surface. That's just all material editor, like, MacGuffin. The only thing I custom made was the diffuse texture. The rest was from in-engine. I just used two constant 1 vectors to get the metallic feel going, and the roughness for the reflection you're seeing. No, I'm not gonna save any changes because there's no real reason to do so. Anyway, and yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna have more. I'll try to get more monthly updates, but just for the hell of it, I'll show you, like, the excuse me, the explosives. The explosive portion, and that I'll show what that is in just a minute, because I'll go over here, because this is a damage impulse radial force that I called explode. The blueprint for it is right here. Basically, there's a delay for 5 seconds, and then the radial force activates and the particle system activates. I didn't play a sound with it because that explosion sound gets really old really fast. I'll just play from here because I can. Come on, explode. There you go. And let me toggle off the flashlight. Or is it already toggled? Or is it toggled? I have to... it was already off. Anyway. And Q for teleport. And again for the teleport. And that's Unreal 4 in a nutshell. Like I said, I'll try to get more monthly, like, updates for you guys, but between, you know, work, because my job, like, encapsulates a bunch of hours, I'm not sure how far I can get with that. But yeah, if anyone wants to know how I did any of this stuff, feel free to PM me and I'll let you know how I did it, and if you want any of my content, I'll be glad to share it with you guys. There is something I have to point out that's kind of strange. Before I let you guys go. See, the thing is, with the fracture mesh, or it's called destructible mesh now. If I simulate physics and enable the gravity on terrain, it's just gonna fall through the terrain. I don't know why that is. I really don't. I'll show you what I mean. Let me go in here, simulate physics, generate hit events, and let me just move this up here. Play from here. Yeah, and you saw what I mean. You saw what I meant. Let me just move this up here. Play from here. As you see, it just fell through the terrain. I don't know why, but if I leave it on this, like for instance, this is a static mesh that has a 6-sided dot collision, and none of the stuff falls through. So I honestly couldn't tell you why that is. I'm gonna do some research into that, but it's really strange. Considering. Yeah, hit end, uncheck those two. Now, hold on, I'll show you something else as well. Under destructible, you want to make sure it's a physics actor, but even with a physics actor with simulated physics, it's just going to fall through the terrain. Why that is, I have no idea. I'm going to do some research into that. And that should do it. I mean, that's all Unreal 4 is in a nutshell so far. I'm going to get some more, I'll show off more of what I can do in a little bit. Oh, yeah, no, I already talked about the camera feed. That's the scene capture. I just hit F to focus in on it, and that did a terrible job, so I'm just going to zoom in on it. You can play, like, I played around with the vignette color and all that crap, but yeah, I'm just letting you guys know. Anyway, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, queries, conundrums, clairvoyance, let me know in the comment, let me know, PM me, and if any of you want any of my stuff, feel free to ask, and I'll hand it out, and I'll hand it over. No questions asked. Thanks for your time. You have yourselves a good day and an even happier Saturday, because I know it's my birthday today. What? Later.